Why on earth should we root for Hari Seldon? Why shouldn't we back the Empire? Let me argue the case against Seldon. He's part Nostradamus, part Osama bin Laden. He's a mystic and a terrorist. He lies to his own followers, and he allies himself with people who are prepared to murder hundreds of millions of innocent citizens to achieve their objectives. The book and the streaming series on Apple TV actually begins with two terrorists, one from Anacreon and one from Thespis, who blow up a star bridge, or the star bridge, killing literally millions of people. If you want, this is the Galactic Empire's 9/11. It sends shockwaves literally through the Galactic Empire. We discover that the Galactic Empire is ruled by three clones of the first Emperor, Cleon I. They are known as Brother Day, Brother Dusk and Brother Dawn, and they are always, as it were, in the process of getting older and dying and then being replaced. Now, this system of government is certainly rather odd, but how does it contrast with the Foundation? The Foundation is essentially a cult. It's a cult that blindly follows a messiah-like figure, Hari Seldon, who claims that he knows the truth well in advance. This is a society, a movement that's guided by an absolutely stifling philosophy that makes Calvinism look relaxed. It's a philosophy based on predestination. And the academic project that Seldon claims is at the heart of it turns out to be a complete lie. As we get to the end of season 2, Brother Day goes out to Terminus, where the Foundation has made its base, and he discovers the extent of deceit, of lies that the Foundation has been spinning, that it is not an academic project, that it is preparing for a bloody war against the Empire. He discovers that the Foundation have essentially hijacked an Imperial ship called Invictus and are planning to take it to the very heart of his empire. And he knows what his enemies are capable of. After all, we've seen him subject to at least 2 assassination attempts by this stage in the story. Seldon, or a hologram of Seldon, continues to bewitch his followers with this babble about psychohistory. It's a philosophy that says it can predict human behavior and future events on a cosmic scale. However, what we see with its followers is they can't even predict whether they're going to trip up over a curbstone 5 seconds' time. Seldon has originally told his followers in the Foundation that they are setting up this base on Terminus to compile the Encyclopedia Galactica, which will be a repository of all human knowledge, which will shorten the period of chaos that will follow the inevitable end of empire. But guess what? It's all BS. Seldon has been lying all the way down the line to his followers. He doesn't even care about this Encyclopedia Galactica. In the book, it's even referred to by Seldon as a fraud. It's a ruse to basically recruit hundreds of thousands of people to his terrorist organization. Like a messianic, jihadi, theocratic terrorist leader today, Seldon is like a prophet who claims that his ideology is completely logical, it's rational, but essentially it is Nostradamus-like. It's a series of mathematical formulae which he claims predicts the future, though we see time and again that it definitely has very big flaws. The truth about psychohistory is that this is more of a pseudoscience than science, and it's little wonder that it goes through a phase of becoming a religion with slavish priests who worship and venerate Seldon, which seems to be exactly what he wants. He behaves on occasion like a vengeful god. There is no freedom of choice in Seldon's world. Everything is predetermined, predestined. And he turns up, his hologram turns up like a fortune-telling machine on certain occasions to, as it were, modify his predictions to deal with the various twists and turns in the narrative. The Battle of Terminus, which comes at the end of Season 2, sees Brother Day, one of the clone descendants of the original Emperor Cleon, turn up at Terminus, where he sees with his own eyes that the Foundation is a fraud, a murderous fraud. He sees that the Foundation has hijacked the Invictus and that they are reverse engineering a new kind of ship using a new kind of jump drive, the so-called whisper ships, which will pose a huge threat to his capital back home and throughout the Empire. So what is he to do? It's clear that the Invictus and the activities on Terminus are not just about defence, as Seldon would have you believe. This is an invasion that's being planned and further terrorist incidents. And Seldon clearly doesn't care how many people are killed in order to fulfill his prophecy. So what does Brother Day do? He disables the Invictus and sends it crashing into Terminus. Is this a terrible thing to do? Well, yes, it is. But compare that to the destruction of the Star Bridge with how many people died in that incident, which predates what Brother Day does at Terminus. You know, who's more evil here? Who has brought this whole situation into being? Is it really something predetermined, predestined? It can't be completely predetermined and predestined because the Foundation, if you want, the revolutionary organisation still has to be created in order to achieve what Seldon says needs to happen, if you follow my drift. So there is an element of agency in all of this. You can't just sit back and expect it all to happen. And the question also is, what kind of a society is Seldon wanting to create? Is it something better than empire? The analogy of the Arab Spring came to my mind. It's one thing to get rid of a dictator, but look at what you could get afterwards, something even worse. You're almost relieved when in season 3 the mule turns up to stick the boot into Seldon's psychohistory, psychobabble more like. Now, I'm not going to have any spoilers released here about season 3. It's about to start. But tell me what you think. Whose side are you on? Are you backing the Empire, or are you backing the Foundation? Or will you be siding with the mule? Tell me in the comments below. Now, one final thought. I've just written this book on the Knights Templar, the Knights Templar history and mystery. And if you've ever wanted to know about the Knights Templar, then get your hands on a copy of this amazing book, if I don't say so myself. And for full details of where you can get it, look in the description below. In the meantime, tell me what you think about Foundation. I've been gripped. I love the works of Isaac Asimov, but tell me what you think and who you are siding with.